Hi YouTube, this is a new tag that I am creating, and in this tag it is going to be a hands only tag, so no makeup brushes, just my hands, and I'm going to have a towel on my lap, and I will have some wipes off to the side to clean as I need to clean my brushes. So let's get started. Avon Magic Face Perfector. And I just have a little bit left in this little container, so I'm just going to use up what I have before I open my new container. Same thing with this. This is just a little bit of makeup product that I have left. This is the Maybelline, I think it's called, it's not the Fit Me, and I'll put it in the bottom bar, but this is just the last little bit that I was able to scoop out with my new beauty spatula, and so I'm just going to use that. And mostly because I don't have a makeup brush, I'm just using my face. I'm actually just going to start right in the center of my face, and that is where I find that I need the most coverage. So I'm just going to start in the center of my face and kind of work out as needed to kind of cover those additional little spots there. And oftentimes that will be true, especially for me, and is that I just need to get right around my nose. I have a little bit of redness. I don't have any broken capillaries, just right around the bridge of my nose. And so mostly right in the middle of my face is where my redness occurs, underneath my eyes. I do sometimes get a little breakout on my cheeks, so again, right in the middle of my face is where I begin, and I just kind of work out as needed with my fingers. The Avon Face Magic, it has a little bit of a silica type base to it, so actually using my fingers works really well because it helps the product melt and disperse into my face better, and I think it gives me more coverage when I use my fingers because the heat of my fingers actually helps it melt and blend and just make that perfect smooth palette. Okay, so that is just Face Perfector and the foundation, and you can see that makes a huge difference already. So now I'm just going to set everything with powder. The powder that I've really been loving for the moment is the Milani face powder. With powder, I do the same thing. I start right in the middle of my face and just kind of go over the areas that I have applied foundation to. And then if I feel like I need more elsewhere, I just kind of take it elsewhere as needed. If you're doing a look on your face, don't forget your neck, especially with a shirt that shows your neck area, because you don't want to have that noticeable mask of face, face versus neck, neck versus face, etc. And so just make sure that you carry your treatment down onto your neck as well. I'll just kind of glance off the screen here for a second. I have a mirror set up. I really love the way that the Face Perfector works. It fills in all these fine lines and wrinkles, and it just makes for a very beautiful, beautiful coverage. I am going to put some on my eyelids because I actually have pretty oily eyelids, and it helps with the creasing if I put a little bit of that Face Perfector and some powder up into my eyelids. Okay, so that is Face Perfector, foundation, and powder, and now I'm going to move on to the contouring. For contouring, I'm going to use the NYC Sun to Sun bronzer, and I'm going to use the lighter side of the compact. I'm going to clean my fingers off here with a wipe. And reaching down for the towel as well. Okay, so I'm just going to use the fishy face and just a real light blush of contour. Kissy fishy. Okay, you can see that makes a nice little contour. And I'm just going to take my hands and pat and rub gently to kind of distribute that powder. Moving on to lips, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Color Rich Balm. And this is the Heavenly Berry, which is this one and the Caramel Comfort, depending on what look I'm going for. I've been using these two and just loving them through the summer. And I know especially this berry color is going to be seeing me on through the fall as well. And just give this beautiful light wash of color. It's real pretty. Using the finger with the balms also gives you that allowance of the allowing the balm to kind of melt into the finger and spread that product around, so you're not getting a swatch of color in one spot and a faded spot. Gives you a nice even coat. Okay, and now I'm going to reach over and get some blush. This is the blush that I've been liking. It's the Rimmel Matte Perfection Blush. And the color that I use is right on the bottom square here. Sometimes I use the contour and then I use the blush and the highlight. But with my finger, I can actually go in and control the color that I'm picking up, which at this time, I just want to use the blush. I don't know if my camera is going to pick up that pretty color, but it's just a real light blush color. And I'm just going to pop that right on the apples of the cheeks. And taking whatever's left on my fingers, I'm just going to put that where the sun would naturally hit my face. So next I'm going to go into eyes, and I'm going to be using the NYX eyeshadow base. And this base is in ESB03, eyeshadow base 03 in Skin Tone. So Skin Tone number 3, which I think is the medium deep, if I'm right. But I'll leave that link down there. And I just want to take this color all over the lid from the inner corner and then up into the eyebrow. And again, because this has a rich, creamy texture, using the finger really does have an advantage with the heat and the melt to help spread it around. And see how much that brightens up the eye area with the shadow base. Throwing stuff around. Okay, so I'm going to move on to some color, and I'm just going for a real natural look today. So for the colors, I'm going to be using my 88 color palette, and this is in the Warm Shimmer by BH Cosmetics. And the colors that I'm going to be using are right here on the end. And they are these warm natural colors in this line. So I'm going to start out with the lightest color of brown, which is just a shimmer shade. And I'm going to put that as a highlight under the brow. And also on the inner tear duct of both eyes. I'm hoping that my lighting is deep enough that you can actually see the product payoff coming. This is a really good product, the BH Cosmetics product, if you're trying to save money or if you're just getting started in the makeup. The second color that I'm going to use is a rich, warm golden color. Looks like that. And I'm going to put that just right on the middle portion of my eyeball on the lid. Right on the lid, right where the colored portion of your eye is, if you look straight ahead. You see that? It's just right over that colored portion of my eyeball. Now I'm going to go in for a deeper color, which is kind of like a brown and gray color, and it's a deep color. Can you see that? It's a browny gray, kind of a smoky color. And I'm going to put that just on that outer corner and then working it up into the crease. And then again for the other side. And then working it up into the crease as well. I'm going to stop, look straight ahead, and see that both of them are even. And then I'm actually going to clean my hands with a wipe again. Dry them with the towel down below. And I'm just going to go back in with the clean finger and kind of smudge everything out. And I'm bringing that taupey color into the gold and the gold into the taupey color. Okay, now here's one thing that I obviously can't do with my fingers, so I'm going to be using a little bit of liner. And the liner that I really am a fan of is the Soft Kohl by Rimmel London. And it is a really soft formula, and it slides on pretty effortlessly. So, okay to cheat with this part because I don't know anyone that can do this with their fingers. And just kind of stay real close. You're going for a nice natural look today. And then along the lower lash line as well. Just kind of connect those along the lower lash line. And that is a nice natural look. And one more thing that I am going to put on is tons and tons of mascara. As you know, this is CoverGirl's Volume Exact, and I really love this formulation. I really like the brush. The brush has this mini, let me see if I can get my camera to focus in closer. There we go. It's got many of these little tiny grooves, and it picks up the product. It delivers them quite well. So even without a curl or anything like that, it actually does a pretty nice job of separating those lashes and making them very volume. I have pretty decent amount of lashes. The thing with my lashes is they stick straight out, so I actually do need the help of a curler. But I have learned a little secret, and I will share that with you. And this is something that you can use your fingers for. So once you've applied the mascara on, and while it is still wet, you can take your finger up in there and just kind of bat your lash as you would. And it actually helps curl the lash. Can you see the difference between this one has the mascara and then this one doesn't? So it does. It makes a pretty good difference. And I just take whatever's left on the brush after doing both, and I just kind of bring it through and my brows just to kind of deepen them. That is my hands-free look. I hope you enjoy it. If you do try this makeup tag out and you do try to do the tag, then please, please, please leave it as a video response and consider yourself tagged.